When you become a mentor, you're creating a world where ambition is boundless, where our loftiest dreams can take flight, where each mentor's journey inspires countless others. Because the connections young people have in their lives today make a difference, now and in the future. And the power to make that difference is in your hands. Being a mentor means building the confidence together to set off a wave of change and show future generations that being a leader means showing up for each other. Whether you intentionally set out to become a mentor or the relationship develops naturally, mentorship leaves a lasting impression on you, on your mentee, and on the rest of our world. It's about helping young people achieve their dreams. Because our wildest dreams are the ones we create together. Join us in creating a web of change.
Please welcome to the stage Daniela Gagno, poet and author of A Billion Colored Roses.
The first time I saw death, it was the body of a friend who is no longer with me. And I wish that right now I was speaking metaphorically, but for weeks I couldn't bring myself back to class and see his seat empty. When people used to talk about haunting and being haunted, I honed in on the concepts like in The Conjuring, conjuring up an image of what haunting would look like until the day my dear friend took his life. That day, I realized that there's nothing scary about ghosts or ghouls. I learned that there is something so much scarier than looking through the barrel of a loaded gun. The most haunting thing in the world is the question, what could I have done? For weeks, I was stuck. I had never experienced death before, and so I did not know how to cope with the sorrow swallowing my soul, but I had a mentor in my life who dragged me from a dark space and helped me to once again see light, and all she did was listen. And I sobbed, and she listened, and I screamed, and she listened, and I was quiet. She was quiet. We had conversations in the silent, and she listened. And I talked, and she kept listening, never asking for more than what I could give, never giving more than what I could take, but guiding me into a safe space. Nowadays, they say that our generation is weak. But I wholeheartedly disagree, because we are raising a generation of people who are learning how to grieve, how to sit with their thoughts and emotions, how to stop and just breathe. We are a generation on the path of healing. And all this self-awareness means that sometimes we are dealing with so much more than what we can handle. But we don't need a lifeboat. What we need is a handle, a guide. And that is what mentorship provides. His death helped me to recognize the beauty of living. And in my grief, I understood the power of listening. So please, listen to what the youth are saying today. You, dear mentor, have the power to save. You, dear mentor, have the power to change just by being present. That alone is a present in somebody's life. Thank you for all of the hope that you provide. The true superheroes in this world are the mentors who sit there, who listen and save lives. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Ernie Anguilla, Board Chair of Mentor, and Linnell Ramey, Executive Director of Mentor Greater Milwaukee.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, and thank you, Daniela, for getting us off to such an inspiring start this morning. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 15th Annual National Mentoring Summit. My name is Ernesto Anguilla. I have the distinct honor of serving as the chair of the board for Mentor National. And before we get into today's program, I just wanted to take a few minutes to make some important acknowledgments. First, I'd like to thank my fellow board members who are here today. This extraordinary group of volunteer leaders give their time, talents, and resources to advance the mentoring movement on a continual basis. And I'd also like to thank the team at Mentor National who spend months organizing this really, really important event on our calendar. None of this would be possible without their efforts. I'd also like to thank the contributions of our sponsors, particularly Bank of America and EY for serving as lead sponsors of this year's summit. We appreciate their continued investment in the mentoring movement and their ongoing partnership. And last but far from least, I'd like to thank you, everyone in this room. The work you do every day in communities across the country uplifts mentoring relationships for all people. I think we can agree, potential is equally distributed, opportunity is not. The truth is, a major driver of healthy development and opportunity is based on who you know and who's in your corner. And mentoring is one critical way we address those disparities. In fact, Mentor was created 35 years ago to expand that opportunity for young people by building an enduring youth mentoring field and movement and serving as the expert resource on quality mentoring. I'm really thrilled to have one of our important leaders here with me today. The key way Mentor executes on this work is through our national network of 24 affiliates. And I'm joined here and happy to introduce Linnell Ramey, the Executive Director of Mentor Greater Milwaukee. Linnell.
Thank you, Ernie. Good morning, family. How we doing? Yeah, y'all sound better than me because I don't do these morning things too often. First of all, thank you. As an affiliate, we're in a unique position to support you all. Our role and our job is to lift the mentoring movement by being your partner. So we are super excited to see all of you here today and provide that support. I would like to take a quick moment, though, for my affiliate leaders. If you're in the room, please stand. Please stand, affiliate leaders, if you're in the building. So, okay. I see you over there. So later today during lunch, if you haven't had a chance to meet some of our affiliate leaders, you will have an opportunity to go during lunch. Please check the schedule to have a conversation to see how you can get more support, additional resources, and things like that. We serve as your connector. I like to say we're the plug, right? Like we're the ones that help you do the work in the field to continue to build mentoring up in your local communities. I do want to say also, please check out the exhibitors that are in the hallways, and a special shout out to our presenting exhibitors, Innovative Mentoring, and then our Platinum exhibitors, Social Roots AI and AARP Foundation Experience. Now, I need you all to do me a favor. While you're here for the next 2 days, take a moment to heal. Take a moment to breathe. We're in a time right now where our babies need us to be whole. You come here these 2 days, if you need to take a nap, go take a nap. If you need to have a conversation, have a conversation. If you need a hug, get a hug. This is love work. This is heart work. This is transformational change agent work. You need to be whole. I don't care what role you play. You can be the membership clerk, the executive director, or anything in between. But if you're not whole in your communities, we can't help our babies. So you take these couple days to find that space you can be whole. Now, 2 days together. It's 1,300 of us. I need you to go find some people to get whole with. Let's go do the work. Thank you for being here, and have a great, great, great summit. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Terry Sorensen, Chief Executive Officer of Friends of the Children.
Good morning. I'm Terry Sorensen, CEO of Friends of the Children, a national nonprofit mentoring organization. Today, I am thrilled to introduce you to my hero, Duncan Campbell, the founder of Friends of the Children. I've known Duncan for more than 21 years, and every day I marvel at his entrepreneurial spirit, his courage, but mostly at his dedication to serving youth who face some of the hardest things: foster care, homelessness, hunger, and loneliness. Duncan is a visionary businessman and philanthropist whose own challenging childhood in Portland, Oregon, inspired him to found Friends of the Children, an innovative mentoring model for children who face the greatest challenges. We select children at age 4 to 6 and provide them with a paid professional mentor called a friend for their whole childhood. 12 plus years, no matter what. Duncan has shared that he was lonely as a child. His father went to prison twice, and his parents struggled with alcoholism. But at age 12, Duncan was determined to make sure that no other child experienced what he had in his own childhood. Early in his career, Duncan was a child care worker in detention for juvenile offenders. He loved his job, but he realized if most of these youth had had a mentor earlier in their lives, they would have never been there. In 1991, when Duncan sold Campbell Global and had resources for the first time in his life, he invested in a researcher to travel the country and bring back to Portland the program that would break generational cycles. While the researcher didn't find the program, he found the principles: start early, select the children who need it most, pay the mentors, and stay for the long haul. Duncan hired 3 friends to serve 24 youth, walking alongside them from kindergarten through high school graduation. Duncan worked with the local principal of his own elementary school that he had attended to select the first cohort of kids, and Friends of the Children was born. 31 years later, Friends of the Children has grown to 42 locations in 22 states and 3 sovereign tribal nations, having served over 4,000 youth with paid professional mentors. Duncan founded the organization based on research, and the model demonstrates real outcomes. 83% graduate from high school, 93% avoid the justice system, 98% avoid teen parenting, and 92% go on to our 3 E's: enrollment in post-secondary, enlistment in the military, and employment in a living wage job. Thank you. Duncan's accolades are many: delegate to the President's Summit for America's Future, speaker for the White House Helping America's Youth Initiative, winner of the Purpose Prize, and the Campbell Endowed Professorship in Youth Mentoring at Portland State University, just to name a few. But more than the sum of these amazing accomplishments, at his core, Duncan is a person who believes in others and in the power of love and relationships to make an impact on a child's life. He had a big idea to help children and spent his entire life, 80 years so far, seeing it to fruition. Duncan has the biggest heart of anyone I know and is a true champion for children. His goal was to change at least one child's life, but his impact has changed hundreds of thousands of lives through youth mentoring. It is my great honor to present the Lifetime Achievement Award in Excellence in Mentoring to my hero, Duncan Campbell.
I think I'm going to cry first before. Thank you, Mentor, for this prestigious award. I'm humbled and honored to receive acknowledgement for my life's work of caring for children. As Terry said, More than 30 years ago, I focused on the idea that just one long-term relationship could change a child's life for the better. I am so proud that Friends of the Children has grown from a single chapter in Portland, Oregon, with 3 professional mentors serving 24 children in 1993 to more than 40 sites across the country, serving thousands of youth in urban, suburban, rural, and indigenous communities. Even at this stage of my life, I am still dreaming, still throwing out ideas. The work is about more than addressing challenges. It's about embracing love and support. It's about creating a world where every child has the opportunity to dream and succeed. I would like to express sincere gratitude to Mentor for sharing my dream, for your organization's commitment to promoting and supporting high-quality mentoring for all young people across the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Tommy Hires, Vice Chair of Mentor.
Good morning. So today we gather to honor the extraordinary life of Mr. Chauncey Glover, a man whose unwavering dedication to mentoring and journalism and community service, it left a tremendous mark on all who were fortunate enough to cross his path. Born in 1985 in Athens, Alabama, wanted to say Athens, Georgia, Athens, Alabama, Chauncey was not only a beacon of kindness and faith and compassion, but he was also a devoted son who cherished his relationship with his parents. From a tender age, Chauncey was destined for greatness. Inspired by his father, Robert, who built him a small anchor desk, Chauncey honed his passion for storytelling using a toothbrush as a microphone, mimicking some of the church services that he attended. This early fascination for broadcasting, it blossomed into a formidable career that took him from Troy University in Alabama to major cities across the United States, from Detroit to Houston to Los Angeles. His bond with his parents, Robert and Sherry, was profoundly deep. He called and FaceTimed them nearly every day, something that we should all aspire to do if we can, constantly sharing his life's triumphs and challenges, driven by his sincere desire to make them proud. This very close-knit relationship, it fueled his ambition and his heartfelt approach to every story and every life that he touched. His impact was profound and multifaceted. As a journalist, he was a voice for the voiceless, covering stories that brought light to the darkest places. His coverage of a tragic shooting in Detroit, it spurred him to create the Chauncey Glover Project, a mentorship initiative that has since guided over 1,000 young men, with more than 350 advancing to college so far. Chauncey's commitment, it extended beyond his professional duties. He was a mentor, a father figure, a friend, and a beacon of hope to many. His accolades were numerous, including 3 Emmy Awards and a recognition from President Barack Obama. But perhaps more telling of his character was his response during Hurricane Harvey, where he wasn't just a reporter, but he was also a rescuer. He participated in life-saving missions and even helped deliver a baby. Chauncey was a devoted member of the National Association of Black Journalists, giving his time and mentoring to the next generation of storytellers. And he was honored with that organization's Angela B. Henderson Community Service Award and was the past recipient of its Salute to Excellence Award. A member of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Chauncey lived the fraternity's values and his personal motto, "Fear stops where faith begins." His roles as a son, a brother, uncle, and friend were cherished with equal passion. And his voice, whether he was on stage singing at Rosa Parks' funeral or mentoring young men, it resonated with the call for justice and kindness, something that we can all use. Chauncey Glover was more than just a mentor or a journalist. He was a pillar of the community whose life work continues to inspire and elevate all of us. As we honor him today, let us remember the profound impact that one individual can have on the world. And let us all strive to embody the courage and compassion that defined his life. Although Chauncey's time with us was cut tragically short when he passed away on November 5th of 2024, his legacy endures. So today, as we posthumously recognize him with the Excellence in Mentoring Public Elevation Award, we celebrate not just a remarkable journalist, but a remarkable human being. To accept this award on his behalf is his father, Mr. Robert Glover.
Good morning, everyone. It is with a profound mix of honor and deep sadness that I stand before you today to accept this Excellent in Mentoring Public Elevation Award on behalf of my son, Chauncey Glover. While I wish he could be here to experience this recognition himself, but I know he would be deeply humbled. Chauncey dedicated his life to uplifting others and proving that every young man, regardless of his circumstances, had the opportunity to succeed. He believed in empowering inner city youth through the Chauncey Glover Project, and his tireless effort touched countless lives. To those who knew him, he was more than just a news anchor. He was a mentor, friend, and a beacon of inspiration to all those came in contact with him. His visionary leadership, strength, and confidence was infectious, and he always encouraged others to reach their full potential. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to Mentor and the National Mentoring Summit for recognizing his legacy. This award is a testament to his endurance impact on our community, and it will continue to motivate us all to carry on his work. Though he is physically gone, his spirit lives on in the lives he touched and the work he left behind. Thank you, and may God bless.
Please welcome to the stage Jermaine Myrie, Chief Executive Officer at Mentor.
Good morning. As my colleague Linnell shared this morning, this is hard work. There's no greater representation of what we do than our logo, than the pin that we wear, that is symbolic of a heart. And at Mentor, we are a family. As you came down the stairs or escalators today, you saw some of my colleagues greeting you to ensure that you got here on time and you made it to where you were supposed to be. Just last January, one of those faces you would have seen would have been that of Karina Nova. Karina Nova worked here for a number of years and was connected to our Youth Scholars program most recently. Karina was passionate about young people. She herself, if you saw her, looked like a teenager. Vibrant, full of life and energy. But several short months after our summit closed out, she transitioned unexpectedly. Karina planted seeds and sowed seeds of opportunity and joy with a spirit so bright and vibrant it filled every room. And so today, I want to uplift Karina and acknowledge her commitment and her contributions to Mentor in so many ways. And so I have her family with me here today, her mom and dad, and in representation of the fact that we are a family complete, I have 3 of my colleagues here on Mentor staff that work closely with Karina. Not that we all did not, but in the spirit of who Karina was, this is a family effort to show that her contributions and commitment to the organization will never be forgotten. We are going to move forward in renaming our Youth Scholars Program the National Mentoring Karina Nova Scholars. There are 10 youth scholars here with us this year, many of whom Karina touched, worked with, engaged, and shaped. And we look forward for the next future generations to know that there was a young woman who worked here, who worked hard, who was committed, who was tireless, who was joyful, who was vibrant, and who inspired and was inspiring. And so I'd like for you to join me in welcoming Karina's mom, Ms. Wendy Sosa, and her dad, Mr. Francis Nova, and I offer them an opportunity to say a few words if they so choose. Ms. Sosa?
Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry, I might get emotional. She loved her job. She wanted to make a difference in the world, especially for young adults. She believed it doesn't matter where you come from, your struggles. If you push yourself and you move on, don't let things destroy you. She believed that everybody deserved a chance, not only to education, but to feel safe. She loved her job. She really, like I said, she wanted to make a difference in this world, especially for people of color. We don't go very far. She didn't believe that if you lived in the ghetto, you couldn't achieve greatness, because she did. Things were not always easy for her, but she never quit and she always fought. She loved the mentor program because it gave her the opportunity to be able to offer other people opportunity for them to have a higher education and even a better life. Thank you so much. All of our co-workers, you guys so much love to her. You guys were a family to her. And as her mother, I want to say thank you for everything that you guys have done.
Good morning. Everybody that met her knew how she was, and I just want to say thank you for the recognition that you have shown to her. I got no words to appreciate this. This is a very important moment for me. She would have, I don't know, just thank you very much. I don't know what to say.
Thank you, Ms. Sosa and Mr. Nova. And as a tribute to Karina, we have compiled some gifts in memory. And these are some small tributes, and we have a few others that will be shared with you all directly to your homes. But this is a collection of pictures from Karina's time here and all the joy and joyous memories and connections that she made that we want to ensure continues to live on. And we are going to share this piece of artwork also with the family that represents exactly what I believe Karina's spirit was. Someone who both planted and someone who was about to blossom. And always remembering that as you plant, you grow. And she sought to do that in the work that she did here. And for that, we'll forever be thankful and be in remembrance of. Thank you all.
Look up, look to the hills. Look up, from whence cometh your help. Look up, look up, look up. Look up, just look to the hills. Look up, 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 look up. Now everybody just look up, look up, look up, look up. Look up, look up, look up, look up, look up, look up. Just look up. Oh, your head to the sky. Keep your head to the sky. Oh, keep your head to the sky. Yeah, just keep your head to the sky. Be optimistic when in the midst of sorrow. You can see up when looking down. A brighter day tomorrow will bring. Hey! You hear the voice of reason telling you this could never be done. No matter how hard reality seems, just hold on to your dream. And don't give up and don't give in. Though it seems you'll never win. You will always pass the test as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. You keep your head to the sky. Hey, hey. You keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. Hey, hey, hey. Keep your H-E-A-D-U-P and never G-I-V-E. And 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 keep your H-E-A-D-U-P and never G-I-V-E. Oh, keep your head to the sky. Oh, keep your head to the sky.
Please welcome to the stage Michael Geringer, Senior Director of Research and Quality at Mentor.
Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to be with you. That's a tough act to follow. There'll be no singing from this voice, so no worries. I'm really excited to be with you today to talk about a new thing from Mentor that we're extremely excited about, and that is the new 5th edition of the Elements of Effective Practice for Mentoring. As many of you may know, for over 30 years, this resource has been a cornerstone publication for anyone in the mentoring movement that wants to start, maintain, or improve a youth mentoring program for young people, right? So we always talk in this field about what the mentor is doing with the young person, the direct interaction of the mentor, the act of mentoring. But we often forget that there's a whole universe behind that, an ecosystem of staff members and community members and caregivers that all make those mentoring relationships work, right? They provide kind of the environment in which this relationship can flourish. And so this resource is really about what you all, practitioners, staff members, do to make those mentoring relationships get started and thrive and come to life. And so we have a brand new edition of this resource. We're going to talk about that today. You know, I feel like every January we come together for National Mentoring Month, and it's often about quantity. It's about scaling our movement and bringing more relationships to young people, and that's important. But today we're going to switch that around and talk about quality a little bit, because at the end of the day, this resource is really about helping mentoring programs do their best work and creating the conditions that make these relationships impactful. I'm joined by 3 wonderful colleagues today that are doing amazing work around the country and really putting a lot of effort into building and scaling high-quality mentoring programs. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I'm joined by Pam Quinn, who is the Program Director of the Twin Field Together Mentoring Program in Plainfield, Vermont. Welcome, Pam.
Thanks.
I'm also joined by Chad Butt, the Executive Director of Mentor Vermont. Welcome, Chad. Thanks. And Victoria Maurer, the Director of Research and Evaluation at Boys and Girls Clubs of America. So give her a round of applause for them. As a way of just kind of framing this conversation, you know, I just want to say, in this field, there's been a decades-long push to have evidence-based practice, right? Best practices. I'm an evidence-based program model. But that phrase kind of implies that there's one right way of doing things. There's one program model that's maybe better than others. But we all know that's not true. If I look around this room, I'm sure there are people doing all kinds of diverse programs for different ages of kids, meeting different needs in the community. And so there is no one-size-fits-all solution, right? And so it's up to practitioners like all of you to just build what your community needs you to build and the types of programs that are going to fit the bill. Now, there's certainly what we know from research and practitioner wisdom about what makes a good program, but we're not doing cookie cutter work here, right? This has to be geared towards the needs of your community. And Pam, I want to start with you. You've built some really amazing mentoring programs in your small rural town in Vermont, and so I was hoping you could just tell our audience a little bit about the programming that you've built and how resources like the Elements of Effective Practice have helped you do that.
Okay, great. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I think that up until 2022, I was using a pretty traditional one-to-one mentoring model. And then I was lucky enough to attend the summit or the schools summit in Boston. It was a relationship-centered schools conference, yeah. And I'm sure many of you were there, and I found it really inspiring. I sort of left there and was like, whoa, I don't actually have to stay within the confines of like, this is a tradition model and you have to stay here. So I went back to my community and I really was inspired and empowered to sort of go to my advisory board and say, I think we really need to redesign what our mission is. I think we need to engage middle school youth in a different way and using a different model. And so the advisory board and I mean, this took a couple of years to do, but we really worked together to rewrote our mission statement. I reached out to a ton of different organizations in our community to sort of learn from them and help my youth network some of those organizations, which I wasn't doing enough of before. And so we redesigned this whole program that used a group mentoring model with middle school. Our mission was to have them engaged, to be more engaged because we identified middle school youth. This is post-COVID too, so we were really like, who do we really need to reach right now? We really needed to reach middle school students. So we really focused on engagement. We focused on their sense of purpose. So we gave them we inserted service into part of the mentoring program. So they were able to design clubs. We asked the youth what they wanted. They picked the clubs they wanted to have. We got mentors from our community to come in and run some of these clubs during the school day. It was really important. We have lack of access to transportation in our rural community. So we got the teachers to buy in to allow clubs to happen during the day. We incorporated service. And we've been doing this for about 2 years now, and it's really great. I mean, the students really get to say, like, I'll present a club that I'm really excited about, and they're like, no, that's dumb, Pam. Or they might suggest a club, and then ultimately they just sign up for the clubs that all of their friends are signing up for, which is kind of the purpose. They're having fun at school, and they're engaged. And I think the thing that I find in this elements of effective practice is that there's some of that same inspiration. I think the introduction really goes into program design and values, and I think each of our values in our program are different, and so looking at the values and the program design is what we did after this inspiring conference, and I think that's what this chapter does. It doesn't mean that we could just do anything. I mean, we're still keeping our program tight. We're like still doing background checks and doing all the things to keep our program safe. And then there's another whole chapter about community engagement, which I think was a really important part of the program. And so I would really highly recommend reading that chapter.
Great, thank you, Pam. And it's inspiring to hear how you kind of started with a more traditional model and then expanded that out to really just meet the needs of the young people and the resources you had in your community. It's a great example. Chad, I want to bring you into the conversation here. I know Mentor Vermont, like all of our affiliates, does a lot of work to help support quality programming in a wide variety of programs across your state. So tell folks a little bit about what you do to support quality mentoring.
Sure. So we definitely use the elements as the backbone and the research behind it for how we work with programs and what programs are striving to do. But with everything with mentoring is built on relationships. And so we really work to get to know the practitioners that are running the programs throughout Vermont on a personal level so that they're looking to us for support and we have that relationship built up so we can go into them and work with them. And also respect the fact that they know their communities best. Communities are different. And the practitioners working there are the ones that know their community best, but we're coming in with the elements to help figure out how to bring that into their work more. And so that's done through customized support and technical assistance, through the National Quality Mentoring System to help mentoring programs really look at internally at how they're doing and how they can improve. But then also just looking at how do we bring folks together and create a community, even in small towns in Vermont. And so we have trainings that we offer, statewide convenings, and really just making sure that people feel that they're part of a network that they can lean on one another.
Excellent, thank you. Victoria, I want to talk to you here a little bit because you're almost at the opposite end of the spectrum of Pam, in that you've got hundreds of clubs all over the country, and mentoring is happening in all of them, but it's not happening the same way in all of them, right? And so how have you as an organization worked to make sure that no matter what mentoring looks like at an individual club, that it's high quality, that it meets the standards that you have set for mentoring?
Yeah, we actually have over 5,000 sites across the country, and that's a lot of different places and communities that we could be reaching and supporting our young people with mentoring. And what we really love about the EEPM is it gives us standards to help understand what are the best practices and ways that we can ensure quality mentoring is happening across all of our different sites, as well as I really love the new addition of the first two elements in the new, in the 5th edition around program values and program design. And so thinking through program values like youth voice and choice, that's a huge principle of clubs and what we try to do in our programming. And so that's really emphasized and really gives us the ability to think through that around mentoring in particular with our clubs, as well as with our program design, thinking through what is your theory of change for your program? What are your young people's strengths? What are their needs? What are the things that you can do to build the best mentoring approach for your young people that you're serving in a club? And so really thinking through that intentionality, that's really our big word that we try to support our clubs with, is how can you be intentional in your approach while still maintaining those standards that we know are really aligned with quality mentoring.
Great, thank you. And I owe Victoria a big debt of gratitude. She was instrumental in the working group that put together this publication and really reviewed it to make sure that even if you're just running kind of a youth development program that's got some mentoring components to it, that we're speaking to everyone in this movement that's bringing mentoring to the lives of young people. I want to throw out a question maybe to the whole panel here. You know, everyone in this room is coming at this from a different place and time in terms of their program's, stage of development and what they're trying to achieve. In your opinion, what's the one piece of advice that you would give folks in the audience about how to think about program quality and go about improving their program?
I can go first. I think social capital and relationships. I think this when I was looking over this document, it was a good reminder that I'm always encouraging youth to build their social capital because we know that's how we can access lots of things in this world. And so for me, I'm like, wait, I should be practicing what I preach and I should be building my own social capital. And so as I'm collaborating with other youth organizations, it's amazing my relationship with Eva that I have with this organization. She comes in and then she becomes a resource for 7 kids. And then that leads to another relationship. And so we want our kids to build our social capital, and I think our programs should also be building social capital and building relationships as much as possible.
Great.
I think we often get caught up trying to serve more youth and really focusing in on the intentionality of relationships and what you're trying to achieve, goal setting, just trying to make sure that the mentors that are serving these youth are working with them and have goals that they're trying to achieve, and that you have a theory of change that you can work with, and the elements gets into that and how to develop a theory of change.
Yeah, and I think for us, we are an organization where the club day can look really different for young people. And we also can make sure that we are not just making young people recipients of a service, but having them be actual partners in that relationship. So how are we preparing young people to engage in mentoring relationships? There's so many things that happen as a site-based organization. So what can we do to kind of let them know, here's this experience and here are the ways that you can engage with it. You can be an active participant in it, and also helping educate them on the benefits of mentoring long-term in their lives, not just in this moment, but long-term.
Great, thank you. And you all touched on some of my favorite parts of this new resource, right? So community engagement, really nailing down your theory of change. I often see programs that do what I call the hope and pray model, where you get a mentor and we hope there's some kind of outcomes. You got to be able to explain why your mentors have the impact and why they do what they do with the young people. Thank you very much to our panel. I encourage everyone to check out the new elements of effective practice. As you can see, there's a whole website dedicated to it now. You can navigate the content. There's downloadable versions of it, PDFs of each chapter of the whole resource. If you really want to get your hands on a beautiful wonderful print copy. These are available for print on demand through Amazon. I really encourage folks to check this out. It's full of great wisdom on how to run a good program. So thank you very much for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Please welcome to the stage Amanda Deal, Vice President of Innovative Mentoring.
My name is Amanda Deal, and I'm the Vice President of Innovative Mentoring Software. I am so grateful to be here and so inspired by the stories that were shared this morning. I wanted to step back in time to share just a little bit of my first mentoring experience. I signed up to be a volunteer with Big Brothers Big Sisters Twin Cities after college. Yes, you know, Twin Cities. I managed to find a picture of my little sister Maya. I don't know if that's up on the screen, but I can't believe I was able to dig these up because it was a long time ago. I'm from a small town in Wisconsin, population 711. So I remember driving in North Minneapolis, not being sure that I would be able to find my way, find parking, because this is well before Google Maps. I figured it out, picked her up, and we would go to Subway, our favorite hangout. Maya would order her 6-inch Italian sub with olives, and we would talk about day-to-day activities as well as the hard stuff in life. It was within those four walls of Subway that I experienced firsthand the transformative power of mentorship. Everything has come full circle now, being part of a company that provides mentoring organizations with so many tools to be successful. This position was a shift from my traditional corporate job in financial services. I remember telling friends and family how excited I was to be working with nonprofit mentoring organizations and be able to provide tangible solutions for their programs. I get excited when we can provide organizations with mentor-mentee onboarding and match support, data management, and customized reports for grant funding. I would love to hear your mentoring stories and about the difference that you're making in the lives of others. Your stories are truly a gift. If you don't have a chance to swing by our booth to say hi, you can use the QR code on the chair drops to connect with us. While you've already heard from them, I am so excited to introduce the Baltimore Urban Youth Collective. They are a select group of exceptionally talented teens and young adults from various communities in the Baltimore City, Maryland. Founded in 2020 by artist Theron Fowler, who was inspired to form the collective based on his passion for youth and music. This culturally diverse group of young talent use their voices to inspire audiences worldwide. Please welcome to the stage the Baltimore Urban Youth Collective.
What's going on, y'all? Let's go. Everybody clap your hands like this. Yeah. If you can't call nobody next to y'all, go out and call on me, all right? All right. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pains. We all have sorrows. Oh, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend, yes I will. I'll help you to carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So please swallow your pride.
Your pride.
If I had things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show.
Lean on me when you're not strong.
I'll be your friend.
I'll be your friend.
Yes, I will. Yeah.
I'll help you carry on. For
it won't be long.
It won't be long.
Till I'm gonna need
somebody to
sing with us, y'all. Lean on me.
Lean on me.
Oh.
When you're not strong. And I'll be your friend.
So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand.
We all need somebody to lean on.
And I just might have a problem that you'll understand.
We all need somebody to lean
So just
on.
call on me.
Just call me.
You can always call on me. When you need me the most,
Call me.
I'll be right there.
Call me.
Any time of the day.
Call me.
Any time of the
Call
hour.
me.
Just know that you
Call
got
me.
a friend in me.
Call me. Call me.
Call me in the midnight hour.
Call
You
me.
can call me whenever you need me.
Call me.
I promise I'll be right there.
Call me.
Yes, I'll be right there.
Call me.
Call me when you're feeling low.
Call me.
Call me whenever you want.
Call me.
Oh.
Call me.
'Cause it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Thank y'all, thank y'all.
All right, we got one more song for you. But before we go, I need everybody to stand up on your feet and look at your neighbor and say, wake up!
Wake up!
Oh, wait a minute. That's okay if it was for somebody else in the room. Look at somebody across the room and say, wake up!
Wake up!
All right. You can hit that track for us. Come on. Turn it up, turn it up.
Everybody clap.
Hey!
Yeah. Everybody say, oh. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed.
Sleeping in bed.
Backward thinking, time for thinking ahead. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. And there is so much hatred, war and poverty. Yeah. Wake up all the teachers, time to teach a new way.
Teach a new way.
I know we can listen to what they have to say, 'cause they're the ones who's coming up and the world is in their hands. So when you teach the children, teach them the very best you can. The world
won't get no better
if we just
let it be.
I know the world
won't get no better. We gotta change it, yeah. Just you and me.
Wake up all the doctors, make the old people well.
Old people well.
They're the ones who suffer and they catch all the hell. But they don't have but very long before that judgment day. So won't you make them happy before they pass away? Wake up all the builders, time to build a new land.
Build a new land.
I know we can do it if we all lend a hand. 'Cause all we really have to do is put it in our minds. Surely things will work out, 'cause they do every time.
The world won't get no better
if we just
let it be.
The
world won't get no better. We gotta change it, yeah. Just you and me. Wake up. Woo!
Everybody clap, say,
Wake up, everybody. Hey!
What we gonna do?
You gotta wake up. Wake up, everybody.
Let's go. Sister Act 2. If you wanna be somebody,
If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention.
If you wanna be somebody,
if you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention.
Everybody move it.
Hey.
Everybody just clap your hands. Yeah. Let's go, Tennis.
Stay woke. They be creeping. Don't let them fool you. Get you sleeping. Stay woke. They be creeping. Don't let them fool you. Catch you sleeping.
Sopranos, where you at?
Stay woke. Sing. They be creeping. Don't let them fool you. Catch you sleeping.
Everybody stay woke.
Stay woke.
Baby creeping.
Baby creeping.
Don't you close your eyes.
Don't you close your eyes.
Hey, stay woke.
Stay woke.
Baby creeping.
Baby creeping.
Don't let them fool you.
Don't let them fool you.
Get you sleeping.
Get you sleeping.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Baby creeping.
Baby creeping.
Don't you close your eyes.
Don't you close your eyes.
Let's go. Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
You gotta stay woke.
Stay woke.
You gotta stay woke.
Stay woke.
Open your eyes.
Stay woke.
Just get on up.
Stay woke.
Just get on up now.
Stay woke.
Just get on up.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Stay woke. Baby creeping.
Don't you close your eyes.
Don't you close your eyes.
Last time they
stay woke.
Thank you so much for having us this morning. Enjoy your summit.
Thank you for joining us. Please make your way to your workshop sessions.